Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Legal Clinic by BA. It's been a while, I can say that again to myself, because this channel is relatively new, so I've not been given it the time that it requires, and this is due to the fact that I have a crazy work schedule and a very jealous profession that will not allow me to do other things, but I tend to make out time for this. This is personal to me, really, it is personal, so I tend to make out time, manage my time a little bit to be able to make this channel at least a little bit active. Yes, and that being said, if you are new here, hello, my name is VA Adekoya. I'm a legal practitioner. I practice here in Lagos, Nigeria, and this channel is about life, is about family, is about law, it's about property, probate, entertainment, and any other things that comes to mind that is worth putting out there. It's also about videos on request as well. Yes, talking about videos on request, I want you guys to, maybe this will prompt me to sit back down and make out something for you guys. I need you guys to request whatever you want me to enlighten you guys about. It might be law, anything whatsoever that you feel, even if it's outside my area of specialization, like I've said in my previous videos. Even if it's outside my area of specialization, I can, you can be rest assured that I'll consult with a legal practitioner that specializes on that area of law that you might require help, and I'll get back to you. DM me on Instagram on anything you need to know about, or any videos you want me to come up with. Maybe with that I would sit back and be making out time for this, if I have the mind that I want to answer to one person out there, that will prompt me to sit back down and make something, in response to whatever request that you might have. That being said, so today's topic is really going to fall under anything that comes to mind that is worth sharing. Yes, like I've said, I am a wife. I'm married to an American citizen, and I'm actually going through a process of immigrating from Nigeria to the crazy. It's really been crazy for me, but with God on my side, I'm still coping. I never even thought of, in my life I'm gonna have a long distance relationship, let alone a marriage. So it's been crazy. So my husband, I'm at the process of immigrating from Nigeria to the United States, and I really want to take you guys through my journey of the immigration process. You never can tell, it's this information might be useful to that one person out there. I just felt I should share it because prior to the time my husband put in our application for this immigration process, the very first application, he actually informed me of his intention to engage the service of an immigration lawyer, and I discouraged him because I'm also a lawyer, but I'm not an immigration lawyer. But I felt it's something that we could do on our own. Yes, and I was right, because I actually told him that we should, before he would engage the service of an immigration lawyer, he should allow us to do our homework by researching to see if it's actually what we can do on our own. If after the research and we came to the conclusion that we won't be able to do it on our own without having to engage the service of an immigration lawyer, then we will know that we have done our own assignments or homework, as the case may be. So he agreed with me. So before he actually put in the application, we researched on how, I went online to check some videos on how to fill out forms for a spousal visa. I came across so many videos, so many videos. At the time, I got frustrated because I was actually looking out for a video from a Nigeria that is immigrating from here to the US, because I know day in day out Nigerians immigrate from here to the United States. So I was shocked, I was shocked that I wasn't able to come across this one video. Yeah, I came across so many videos that was helpful to me. It was really helpful, but I still wanted to get something from a Nigerian perspective. So I was researching. I came across some write-up and what have you that was helpful. So I called my husband. We both agreed that it's something we could actually do on our own. we agreed on doing all the process all by ourselves. And here we are. And I actually want to let you guys, I want to take you guys through my journey from the get-go till date. I hope this would be useful. Yeah, that being said, let's get into it. And forms that I printed out that we filled, that we submitted at intervals. So if you guys don't mind, I'll be looking down at intervals, so please pardon me. So the first thing we did was to research. Like I've said, we research on how to fill forms, videos on YouTube, write up on Google, some write up and everything. And my husband actually, everything I'm about to say, I'm going to say to you throughout, because this is going to be in 3 stages, because there are 3 stages through the immigration process. The USCIS, just the way I've arranged this document. So there's 3 stages. We are at the first stage right now. So I'm going to share my experience, what we've done at the very first stage. 3 stages to the interview stage, where one will be issued a visa to immigrate from Nigeria to the US. So this is first stage that we have done. So I am Form I-130 supplemental information for spouse beneficiary. All the breakdown of what you need to know about the filing of the form yourself is in here. So the website is www.uscis.gov. So all the instruction you need to know. We printed this out before we even submitted our first application, but then I just felt this is not enough for me. Yes, it's very comprehensive. With this you are good to go, but I'm just a practical person. I needed information like this, so I went on YouTube to watch videos of people that are experiencing it, people that have experienced it, what they went through and what have you, just like this. The fact that I wasn't able to lay my hands on videos that are made by a Nigerian prompted this video in the first place, because I didn't really want to do this, but something just came into my mind that you were frustrated at first that you didn't see videos from a Nigerian. Now you are going through the process and you're not open to sharing it. I said, why not? So let me just do this. Why not? I want to share this. So I want videos, anybody can find this useful. So if you have a brother, a sister, a relative, a friend that is going through immigration process right now, please share my video with such person. This might be useful. So let's. USCIS means US Citizenship and Immigration Services, and that is where you printed out all our forms. It's something I could have printed out from here as well, but at the time I was very busy at the time, so I asked him to print it out for us. He printed it out. He scanned mine is I130A, his own is I130. There are 3 ways you can either take your spouse or your fiancé, as the case may be, to the United States. Is by applying for a spousal visa or a fiancé visa or a tourist visa. The tourist visa only enables you some time in the United States to be with your husband part time. You can't be in the United States beyond 6 months. So it gives you that accessibility to your spouse or your fiancé, as the case may be. I actually applied for the tourist visa is categorized as B1, B2 visa. I actually applied for B1, B2 visa, the tourist visa, before I got married to my husband, because I wanted a situation whereby I will be able to assess my husband even after the marriage, in the interim, pending when we will fill out the immigration forms and what have you. But I was denied, so I'm going to make a video, regarding my denial of my B1, B2 visa prior to my wedding. But that is another way to take or bring your spouse or fiancé to the United States. The first one is by spousal visa, which is categorized as CR1 and IR1 visa. The fiancé visa, I think, is categorized as K1 visa. In this video I'll be talking more about the spousal visa, because that's what I'm the process I am going through right now. So I might be mentioning, I might be talking about fiancé visa as well, because if you're applying for a fiancé visa, this video is not really for you, though you might find some information in this video that might be useful but this video is about spousal visa. That is what I am going through at the moment. So that's the process I am going through at the moment. So that's what I'll be talking about. So it's by those three ways that you can take or bring your spouse or fiancé to the United States. One of it is for the time being, the other one is permanent. So if you want it for the time being, you want to be able to access it, it's going to cost you, because your spouse or your fiancé had to be traveling in and out of the United States, pending where you're going to regularize your position. But it's another way. So I tried it, didn't work for me. You can try it if it works. Because if I had been given the visa, maybe I wouldn't have taken that seriously, really. Because I'm that kind of a person. If I feel okay and I can assess my husband, I'll take my time. I'm really going to be laid back, But then, this is the only way I can actually be my husband now. So I'm taking it seriously, because it's been over a year now that we've gotten married, and we've been staying, away from each. We've been staying apart. He's based in the US, I'm based in Nigeria. Staying away from your spouse, yeah, it is hard. If you're out there and you're doing long distance marriage or relationship, please comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you've been faring, because it's not been easy, but with God on my side, we will get to the end of this whole process. Yes, it's actually stressful, but we are taking a step at a time, and God has been good. So my husband actually printed out the I-130 form for we are applying for the spousal visa. So like I said, I'll be looking down at interval, because this is new for me. So I just want to so he printed out this form. Form I-130 is for the petitioner. Yes. Now, what is the purpose of Form I-130? Let me quickly clear that. I'll read this out now, just so we are clear as to the purpose of this whole form. The visa is called spousal visa, but it's categorized as CR1 and IR1 visa. So there are forms that you're going to fill online on the USCIS website, which my husband did so brilliantly. But I quickly want to read out all of this instruction. You can print it out from the USCIS website, because my husband printed this out, he scanned it, and he sent it to me. I also downloaded some from the USCIS website myself. I printed this out. So from the USCIS website, he scanned and sent to me. It's still in my box. So this is easier for me. So if you're going through the immigration process, you can print this out. This will give you 80% of what you need to know in this whole process. But I'm a very practical person, regardless of the fact that I have this. I still listen to some videos, because I really want to hear from people that are experiencing it. Yes, this is theoretical for me. You have to read, but I wanted to listen from people, the practical experience of this immigration process itself. So that's why I listen to so many videos on YouTube, and I'm going to link that in below, and for you to listen to it and see if it's going to be useful. So if you have a friend, a family, whatever friend, whoever that out there that is going through the immigration process, please share this video, like, and give me a thumbs up. Yes, please encourage me. This is new. This is actually new. This platform is new for me, so I intend to grow it. So that being said, the question I wanted to read out something. I said, what is the purpose of Form I-130 for spousal visa? A citizen or a lawful permanent resident, meaning that a citizen and a lawful permanent resident, an holder of a lawful permanent resident can actually apply for their relative or their spouse, as the case may be, by filing of this Form I-130 and Form I-130A for the applicant. So a citizen or permanent resident of the United States may file Form I-130 petition for alien relative with U.S. citizenship and immigration service that an American citizen can actually apply for is more than what a lawful permanent resident of the United States of America can apply for. An American citizen can apply for this following people: your spouse, the unmarried children under 21 years of age, the unmarried son or daughter 21 years of age or older. Your married son or daughter of any age. Your brother or your sister, you must be 21 years of age or older. And your mother or father, you must be 21 years of or older. The petitioner must be 21 years or older. Yes, you can apply for all these people. But for a permanent resident of the United States, you can only apply for three categories of people: your spouse, your married child under 21 years of age, your unmarried son or daughter under 21 years of age. No, your married son or daughter 21 years of age or older. These are the three people you can actually apply for as a permanent resident of the United States of America. But it's an order of that's for that. But a United States citizen can apply for about 6 categories of people you can apply for. But for a permanent resident of the United States, you can only apply for these categories of people. So that being said, my husband printed out this Form I-130 from USCIS. He printed an I-130 for himself as the petitioner. It's called the Petition for Alien Relative. Form I-130A is called Supplemental Information for Spouse Beneficiary. So he printed out his own, and he printed out mine as well. So he scanned the I-130A and he sent to me. I printed it out. I filled it out, by hand, with a black pen. So I actually, before I actually filled out my, subscribe it to the holder for the final copy. So that's what I did, and I sent it back to my husband. I scanned it. I signed it, I scanned it. So I'm going to make another video on how I filled out my form. You know why I can't make the video now and explain to you how I filled out my form? Because at this stage we have submitted the application. We are yet to hear from the USCIS. So I don't know if you have done anything, I can't say for now because I don't know what we have done right. I don't know what we've done wrong because that's not been approved yet. So that's for now. So I'm going to make another video after the approval to let you guys know how I filled out my Form I-130A and how he filled out his Form I-130. It is very easy. It is actually very, very easy. You don't need a lawyer to do this. You don't even need to be a lawyer to do this because it's just a regular form that you fill every day. Information about you and your family member, your parents, your father, your mother, your age, things that you can fill on your own. So you don't need a lawyer to do it. So we filled it out, and I'm going to make a video how we 30A must be submitted together. That's why I scanned it, I sent it back to him. So he's not supposed to be submitted online. So he submitted the okay, sorry please. So I think I printed out how he submitted the form. But for now, let me keep this. I'm going to give it the, of course, he stays in New York. It depends on the state you are in the United States. So he's based in New York. So he has, I think he sent the mail out to this. I think I'm going to put it down somewhere on the screen. If you are based in New York, but if you're not based in New York, maybe on the site, on the USCIS site, you're going to know where you will post your mail. You're going to post your mail. Yes. So I filled out the Form I-130. I scanned it. I sent it back to him. He filled out. I filled out one Form I-130A. Please, excuse me. He filled out. I didn't want this to be more than 10 minutes. I'm so sorry. So he filled out Form I-130. So I scanned it. I sent it back to him. After our marriage, he left with our marriage certificates, the original marriage certificates, and the church certificate as well. So I didn't bother myself all night, so to fill out this form to ensure that we are doing the right thing. So it's stressful, but it's something you can do if you have the time. Even if you don't have the time, we do. Of course, he's a very busy person. I'm a very busy person as well, but we created time. I had to let go of my sleep for some weeks for us to be able to do the right thing. So we hope petition will be, approved at the end of the day. So he filled out his own form. I sent mine to him, because both must be submitted together. He also sent Form G325A, the biographic information. He sent mine to me. He also filled out the biographic information. We both filled it out. So I sent that to him as well. I scanned, I sent it back after filling. So this is what we did. This is the application that we submitted. So I'm going to just read it out, and the document that we submitted, you know, at the first stage. Now at the first stage, all the document that we submitted and the application and the payment, you know, he actually paid for the application fees, which is about $535. So if this is the copy of it and the copy of our application. So this is how we did it. The application, this is the application that we submitted to this address that I'm going to put somewhere on the screen, you know, just for you to know if you're based in New York. But if you're not based in New York, you go into the USCIS website to see where to submit your application. Yes. So this is the application. I am writing, or he is writing as a petitioner. Said I'm writing in support of my wife, my name, in respect of a spousal visa application to settle with me in the United States of America. That's my husband. So he said background. I am his name, an American citizen, and an IT professional, you know, what he does for living, and his address in New York. I recently got married to my wife, my name, a legal practitioner in Nigeria. That's what I do. That's the ceremony, you know, the date we got married. It is in furtherance of this foregoing that I am presenting this petition to enable my wife join me in the United States. In this regard, I have attached the following document to it. From I-130, the one that we filled, from I-130 petition for alien relative. 2, from I-130A, supplemental information for spouse beneficiary. 3, Form G325A, biographic information. 4, attestation of birth certificate. You know, I had to, I actually went to, because it's part of the requirements that, you know, apart from the fact that, you know, you have your original certificate. Yeah, I think so, because I have my original birth certificate, but I had to do quickly process an attestation of birth from the National Population Commission at Surulere. Yes, Surulere. Yeah, the National Population Commission. If you what's the address? I'm going to put the address of the National Population Commission if you're in Nigeria and you need to do your attestation of birth. Yeah, it's from the National Population Commission that you're going to do it. So I had already done that before this application, because when we're doing the research, I saw that you're going to have your attestation of birth, your birth certificate. So I quickly went to process the attestation of birth from the National Population Commission. Yes, at Surulere. So that's where their office is. So my attestation of birth, 4 copies of the registry, the marriage registry, marriage certificates, and the church certificate. Wedding invitation. Our wedding invitation, you know, was included. Church and reception program. Yeah, program, you know, wedding program. You know, we included it. Family and friends pictures for the wedding, the introduction, the wedding, and the registry. You know, we put some few pictures, not bulk. They're just two pictures, just to show that your marriage is authentic. Certified true copy of divorce certificates. Yes, my husband was, you know, is a divorcee, so he's divorced, and he had to annex his divorce certificate to the application. Yes, certificate of naturalization. Yeah, that of my husband is also attached. Copy of the United States of American passport. His passport is also attached. 2 passport photograph of my husband and myself. I think 2x2 or 5x5. I can't remember, but you know, 2 passport photograph, two passport photograph of myself and that of my husband. So so should you require any further information from me, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Yours sincerely, my husband signed, and with the check, he wrote the check, and he also put it in the envelope. All these documents were put, you know, in one envelope, and it was mailed to this address that I'm going to put somewhere, you know, on the screen. Yes, that's for him, like, because he's staying in New York. So he will email what's it called, our document to this address. So that was the first thing we submitted for the first stage, and we are actually awaiting the approval. Yeah, I would have, explained to you, I will fill out our form, but I won't be able to do that now because our petition is yet to be approved. We hope that it will be approved. It's been over. He submitted our application on the 30th of March 2019. Yes, and after 2 weeks of the submission, we got an acknowledgement of receipt of our application. Yes, from the USCIS, by mail though. So they sent an acknowledgement of we have gotten the acknowledgement of the receipt. I thought I printed it out, so I'm looking out for it. But after 2 weeks of submission, we received an acknowledgement of receipt from the USCIS by mail. So yes, we know now that they have our application. So we're just awaiting the approval of our petition. So I would keep you guys up to date. That's what we have done so far. That's the first stage of the immigration process that we have done with the USCIS. So we await the approval from USCIS. So wish us luck, and that's all about now for now. So like I said, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next. Bye.